All right. Hey, everybody. Today's not Monday. Today's not Thursday. Today is Friday. Happy weekend. September 5th, the first weekend of September. That's right. You guessed it. So, we didn't go live yesterday. We got bumped in a way. So we didn't go live because Justin was doing his Q&A and we figured everybody was watching that. So apologies to Chad Bird. He was going to come on the show and spill all his secrets and tell us where the treasure was. And he said, no, he's not going to. No, Chad will be back on Monday. Chad Bird will be on Monday's show. So make sure you tune in for that. But tonight, K-Pro and her fingers got a little busy and she made a PowerPoint on the Justin Q&A. Right.
Okay. And I want to kind of preface a few things. First, yes, embrace the fleeting moment. Mike doesn't know, or he does know, I don't like surprises.
That's right.
And my daughter is a little traitor because I saw in the middle of the night, I did see this premiere and I'm like, I can get into his control panel. He's already asleep. She said, if you do, I'm calling Mike and waking up. It obviously is something nice. It was very sweet. Yes, we met in Forest Van Den many years ago and now we're here. Now, here's some things that have happened, guys. So I got some questions. I'm going to tell you how I built this because there's been lots of discussions, lots of places, and I think it's awesome. So where have I been this week? I have actually gone over Discord for the last 3 months, 10, 15,000 posts, because I thought there has to be so many great things in the Discord. Well, I wish I wouldn't have spent 3 or 4 days doing that, because Justin just confirmed we're all not even close to solving this poem, which we'll get into. But
for all you guys who thought you were there, I don't know.
Yeah, but here's the issue. Are you supposed to have a background, Mike? Because you're just white background. Anyway.
It is a background. It actually is.
But here's the big thing. Guys, we're not going to talk a lot about it because, but many of you know that we got a storage unit that just had one suitcase. And we wondered, it's either going to be great or it's going to be.
Well, I knew it was somebody hiding something. I just never occurred to me what we actually found in it.
Yeah.
You want to tell everybody breaking news.
After 2 days at the police station, I did get to meet with the sergeant. He was lovely once he got involved. Yeah, he's like, technically,
K-Pro's going to jail, everybody.
He's like, technically, you committed a felony by even having this. I'm like, I didn't know. It has been, and Mike thought it was funny. I stress on these kind of things. We're going to do a separate video to that because we have so much content tonight. And then, yes, our show got bumped, but for good reason. We kept bumping Chad each hour, and then we just realized we should have known. Justin usually comes in for hours and hours. Anyway, so he'll be on Monday. Sorry, Chad. I know you coordinated a lot.
Are you going to tell them what was in it, or do they have to wait until we do a show on that? Because we thought.
No, I don't think we should say it until it clears through.
All right.
We
did this.
It was not a body. Let's just say that.
All right. Sorry. No, this is too low.
Okay. So hold on. So here's what happened. Me, 500 of you last night or 450 of you listened to the Q&A. I took notes for hours. I actually had family over. It was a mess, but everyone's like, yeah, we know you're addicted. And so that's what we do. We adjust. So then I started looking at my notes and thinking, do I think this is going to be important or not? So I asked just a couple people. We did even though it was a public speakeasy, there was only 10 of us in there. And we said we had to focus only on, do you think it's important? Do you think it's not? And it was really cool. And we didn't debate it yet. We'll do that over the coming days. But it helped me understand there were some things I missed, some things they missed. It was really cool. We were in there an hour or two. I built a PowerPoint with, 10 of my besties. Some were random, some I knew, but we kept it very, very streamlined. It was awesome content. And then we discussed stuff. And then I said, AJ, okay. It was not good though. It was very illegal, very, very illegal. Okay.
She's not going to tell you what it is, everybody. So you just have to wait till next week. We'll make a video out of it next week. We had a whole thing.
I was taking the video and I went, look what's in. Holy shit.
We didn't do it live because you were like, no, we shouldn't do it live just in case. So, but we'll talk about it next week. Yeah. So make sure you subscribe and thumbs up.
Yeah, that one will just be we have too much content. So here's what we did. I built the PowerPoint. This is a streamlined version. So Justin answered questions for 3 hours and 15 minutes. I took maybe 50 of the questions I thought could be interesting to discuss more. And then if I thought they were super breaking news, like Mike should hit the breaking news button every time you see anything in red. That one were particularly, I was scared. I'm fine. I don't care saying I was scared. I didn't know if the thing would explode or do what. It was bad. It was bad. Okay.
Don't write me a book, kid.
Exactly. Let's get to this PowerPoint.
All right. It is Friday night. We got to go to the club tonight, K-Pro, don't we? All right.
Yeah, Mike, you club so well.
I'm a club right into bed. All right. Justin Posey, Taylor Tyler, if that's your real name, the Q&A. All right. So we went over every single question. This is 19 pages long. Or did you just hit the highlights? I think you said you hit
this is just the highlights.
Right. Goodell-kin. Welcome, weirdos. That's a good way to put it, Goodell-kin. A good way.
Okay, so last we left Justin Posey and his social interactions. He said about 2 weeks ago, we call it the Midnight Discord. He said, I'm not going to be doing these anymore, guys. I'm going to step in the background. Things are on the rails. It's just like when a searcher says, I'm quitting and I'm never going to be a part of this hunt again. He can't leave us. I think it was 10 days ago. He's back. He loves us. So he did a Q&A.
There's an old saying in the news game.
Wait.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Justin can't go away.
Okay. So he changed his mind and he says he's allowed to do that. He actually is talking about this is a healing process for him. He can't quit us. He needs us. Just like actually Golden Greed said it, like Forrest needed the community. That it was like, what else does he have left? He only has us. Okay. So he did say Tyler wanted his name changed for his own privacy reasons in the book, but he's now changed his mind too. So Tyler is Taylor. For those of you that didn't make that connection, they said it out loud.
Emma Einhorn. All right, go ahead.
Emma was the co-host. Tyler was the co-host. So they kind of moderated and Justin was the guest. So when they asked, like, can we ask one more question? Justin was able to punt to them and say, oh, you guys take this. It was awesome. This is highlights from my perspective. And I will say these 9 other people that helped me out. There was about 450, I think. Yeah. Okay. Wade, I do want to say that I did have the GPS presentation. I don't know if I literally am still in work clothes. I'm going to ask Mike, is there time this week or because Monday's Chad Bird, do we want to wait till Thursday? I have it ready. So it's already ready.
Just do it every day.
I do. Actually, I do. But now everything's wrong. Well, actually, okay. I will try this weekend. So make sure to subscribe because
the alien alphabet, everybody.
Oh yeah, that's
was that you, Neo? Was that you?
That's a slide. That's a slide. Okay.
It is? Right.
Yeah. Okay. So and then so some of you are like, I'm really confused on why there's only an hour of it. I think it crashed in the middle. There's 2 parts to it. And Justin said it's going to be up on his website. So you should see both.
Let's look. Right now under announcements, you can get to part 1 is on the website. At least for me, it only shows part 1. So it's there. Part 1 and 2 are floating around both Discord. So you can listen to it if you missed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike, you're brave going live during a football game, second of the year. Yeah, they're in like Brazil.
Actually, let's turn that on, shall we?
I tried to call Cynthia, and she's like, it's football time, and so she'll be in her own world.
And nothing. Mahomes getting his ass kicked, but he'll probably find a way to pull it out.
Okay, let's focus, Mike. Focus your mind.
Lions on Sunday. All right. Oh, Andy, keep it to yourself.
You know what? Those of us that have had kids, we've been there, done that. And it's funny. And if you have a little boy, well, anyway, let's keep going.
It gets better, Indy. Just don't be this kind of mother.
No, you've had your limit today. You drink water.
All right. Okay. Sorry, Jimmy. You should have told me. Okay, let's get into it, everybody. The Q&A from Mr. Posey. So K-Pro wants to point out that, or did you already go over this part, K-Pro?
I already went over all of that.
Oh, that's what I thought. Okay.
So this is just my perspective of things that stood out to me and my besties that were helping me out last night.
Okay. But it ain't over, Jimmy. It ain't over till it's over.
It's not.
It ain't over till Mahomes sprains his ankle.
It's Mahomes.
Why did JP do the hunt, K-Pro?
Well, he said, like, same thing with Forrest. He wanted to get people on the outdoors. But the interesting part is a lot of people are saying, do you think this is about his grandfather? Do you think this is about, who do you think this is about in general? And he said, this is, and he already said it once, but it was in the midnight Discord that wasn't recorded and nobody can play back. Now you hear him saying this is about the grief of his brother. So many people were excited about that because it helped them kind of anchor their thought. You need to get to know the man. It anchored their thoughts about where they should be focusing on. So I thought I put that in red. That's in red.
Okay. Will he say what the container is? He says he'll consider it. See, I don't understand his I'm afraid of AI, or I'm worried about AI in the future. I don't think AI is anywhere near finding something in the American West because you have a picture of it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't really understand that part. I understand the part of people are going to replicate it and then try and say they found it. I get that. But I think he should tell us what the container is, because if he tells us what it is but doesn't show a picture, people still
well, just the general. I'm looking for a 2-foot Tucker or a whatever. Mike, can you put a link to our Discord, because Hillary is asking for it.
Hillary,
okay. Oh. And yes, you guys are going to see the Hooli something Harley or whatever it is. And yeah, so Hooli right now, I know she's not going to be in here. She's listening. Hi, Hooli. But unfortunately, she's going to meet the steward. Just kidding, Hooli. Just kidding. Okay. Yeah, the container, he said he's considering saying in the future what it is.
P.S. Guys, the steward does not know where the treasure is. I don't know if people realize that or not. Okay, go ahead, Gabriel.
The steward has items because he really filled this to the absolute brim, to the top, and there was no more room. So there were some items that he has not talked about. That'll be a surprise that the steward has. The book, someone asked, can I solve this just from the poem? And he said, yes, the book is not mandatory. It's possible to solve, but in solitude. He said that. I personally don't think it's likely, but that's just me. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Mark Wallace wants to be the steward.
Does 42 have meaning? He confirms it is a 42 on the truck. But how did he do that, K-Pro?
Because he said something like, and I'm not going to get it exactly right. This is why you have to go listen to it. But these are the things that you can highlight. He's like, yeah, that 40, when she said the 42 on the truck, blah, blah, blah. He goes, yeah, that 42 on the truck, blah, blah, blah. He confirmed it. He confirmed it.
Rose Refracted with the $50 super chat. Give away a copy of the Hitchhiker's Guide for me. You know, back in my mom's basement, I had a leather-bound version of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but I don't believe we brought it. I think we let it go.
Okay.
Thank you, Rose Refracted. We will. We'll give away.
20 years ago, when I lived on the place that had the vineyard, I had a dog named Zaphid Beeblebrock.
Did you really?
Zaphid. He was one of my favorite dogs.
How does K-Pro even know that movie? You've seen the movie?
No, movie. It's a book.
Well, it's a movie too. Oh, so I just assumed you watched the movie. You actually read the book too?
It's been decades. So
yeah, for me too. It's been a long time.
Yeah. Okay. And thank you for the super chat, Rose.
Yeah, thank you. We will give away a copy. Maybe we can do it at the conference, or we can just do it here on the show. But we'll give away a copy.
We'll figure it out.
All right. Thank you. Thought that was Chad Bird for a minute. All right. I got to sneeze, K-Pro. Take it away.
Okay. So he says he's written up kind of this dossier or this profile of what a searcher will look like. Welcome, weirdos. Godelkin came through with a question. Did you know that Godelkin knows JP's family from Cloud?
Yeah, that wasn't Godelkin. Yeah. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah.
Welcome, weirdo. The comment of the night. You bunch of weirdos. Bunch of
weirdos. That could be a shirt. Okay. So the type of hunter. And he says he doesn't want to give that away. Like, he's not going to share his profile of that person, but he wanted to correct himself. And now for all you Lost fans, and here you go. It's not Saeed. He kind of did a shout out to Ben because he told Ben his favorite, or the searcher that's most likely to find it would be Saeed. He said it's Hooli. And then about 20 seconds later, he goes, Hurley, not Hooli. And so Hooli is the lead searcher. Hooli's the lead searcher. Thank you, Chad Bird. Thank you, Godelkin. I'm sorry. Okay.
That's not how you spell Saeed, but that's okay. It's a hard name.
People can figure it out from there.
I had to double check. I was like, did she spell Saeed right? But that's okay. Yeah. Casey Ma, do we know if Justin followed the clues in the poem to the treasure hiding place? So in other words, did he have to follow the poem? I don't think we know that.
Well,
especially the way he answered a couple of these questions.
Yeah.
I'm going to say no, Casey Mall, but we're going to get to that. It's interesting his response to one or two questions for sure. Okay.
So this next one is one that I didn't think was a big deal, but I can tell you several searchers messaged me. Okay, here's how bad it was last night. I was on the phone with several different searchers through the conversations. My daughter was on the way home. Flash flood. She's stuck on the side of the road. When I was talking to the searcher, I don't interrupt myself. My phone's buzzing. And then I finally look when I get off the phone. She got stuck in a flash flood, and she, again, bonded, because who did she call when she panicked? She called Mike. Mike came through. Yes. She's alive.
Your hazards and slow down. Try and get off to the side. We have these rainstorms that are pretty bad out here for Vegas, anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Chiefs game on behind you. That would have
shame on you, Evan. Okay.
When the Lions are on, that might be a move.
Okay. Right. Focus. So anyway, so that's how this was built, because I was a terrible mother last night. I called her after. I'm like, I'm so sorry. She's like, no, Mike came through for me, and I'm so glad to have Mike in my life. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Do you remember where we started with her, Mike? Anyway, okay, let's focus. Can you rule out any chapter that does not have a hint? Legal lowdown. That wasn't huge to me. I can tell you that was huge to a few people. So there you go.
Yeah, because some people thought there were clues. I mean, we think there's clues everywhere, right?
So. Yes. Okay. But that helped people. So, okay.
Is the exact spot or general area called out in the book, checkpoint and general location?
So there's a lot of times, love your focus. There's a lot of times he would say, I need to punt that question, but here's some additional information. So first he's like, so is it specifically called out, either the general area or the checkpoint or the treasure, all of that? He was hesitant. Really go back and focus on this answer, guys, because he said something like the landscapes in general area are
mentioned in the book, right? So I don't know.
So here's the question. Alaska, I don't think is ever named in the book, right? So does that rule out Alaska?
It's true. Yeah, it's true. Huh?
But when he says landscapes, does that mean a freaking tree? I don't know. Okay.
All right, we got more live audio from Candy.
You've had enough. Give me that. You have had enough soda today. Don't start fighting with me.
Don't do it, Candy. Don't be that kind of mom. Okay, sorry.
God,
I'm just giving tips. I'm just giving life tips. That's all.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Right. So is JP religious? He said he is not a part of organized religion, like an organization, institution. He is more spiritual. Okay. Right. So a lot of people have entire Bible solves and things. Do with that what you may. So it was interesting, but it's not read. It's not grounded.
So, and correct me if I'm wrong, but what I thought he said is I'm not part of any organization. And then he hesitated and he said religious organization.
Exactly.
Meaning he's part of a different kind of organization.
Yeah, he's a Freemason.
Yeah. Okay. He's more spiritual.
Ooh, Alaska is mentioned. I was wrong. I take it back. I didn't know that.
Nice picture. Wait, what? Is that an AI or is that your real picture? All right. You get the gas face. Anybody who knows what that is, going back to the 90s. Okay. All right. Can JP clarify the 1 mile and where the treasure is at?
Yeah. So he answered a question. I think it was in our interview way back. It's caused a lot of issues, a lot of confusion. It was a safety question, and it's really unfortunate that he corrected it. He corrected it again, and now he can't answer it. So it's basically, what's the distance boots on the ground? Is it less than a mile? And he first said it's a mile from where the treasure is at. Now, if you go back, he said he's going to punt the question, which is a bummer. But then here's what he said, Mike. Look at it in red. And this one's red and bold. So you got to hit the breaking news.
Yeah, this one is pretty kooky. You do not have to go more than a mile to figure out where the treasure is at. Not to find the treasure, not to retrieve the treasure.
Right.
You do not have to go more than a mile to figure out where the treasure is at. So it means you have to find something in order to figure out where the actual treasure is. Is that what he means?
That's how I'm taking it. Personally, I think it's something like maybe the checkpoint. And then you take that and you know exactly where the treasure is going to be located. You figured it out.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Okay.
Maybe where you cast your pole, you have to go, it's not more than a mile, but from there you're figuring something out. AKA.
Yeah, he said later. I think it's in a later PowerPoint. It's not like dozens of miles. And it's like, dear Lord, like how
Lorraine says
anyway,
that.
I have hyped with him. Him and Cynthia are beasts. I worry maybe he doesn't. He says it's not intense. Maybe not intense to him. When he talked about dozens of miles, that worried me a little. Okay.
What's in the jar?
This one's big. Okay. So there's a jar in the money shot in Golden Greed. He's like, oh no, I took that one out. And there's 2 other ones. The first one is legal information, the steward, how to contact him, etc. Look at the second one, Mike. Look at the second one. What happened?
The jar was swapped out. Blah, blah. Something personal he wrote for the finder. It will be a bombshell. What does that mean, Kate? We thought maybe it was Forrest Fenn related, but I guess he said no, right? That's later. Another question.
Yes, that's later. I didn't get to reorder these. I know the group last night said I literally went to sleep right after we finished at like 2, and then I had to be at work in the morning. I just got home. I had to cook dinner. I didn't even get upstairs, and I ran upstairs and got here with you people.
I just want to point out I didn't say it. I could have, but I did not. Okay.
Wait. Okay, dear Lord, did I say something wrong? What is it?
No, we're good. Wait, what gets it? I didn't say it. All right. Justin's going to melt our brains, and I need it. What? What's wrong, honey?
I have a feeling I said something that didn't mean what I thought it meant.
I didn't say it. All right. Rule out of state. He submitted his book for the March Tucson Book Festival. He says it's a long shot because there's a lot of people that show up.
Oh, dear Lord. I just Googled it. I'm sorry. I did not. It says it has 2 meanings. It says it has 2 meanings. I have a different meaning than it has. Okay. I'm sorry.
So if he does the Tucson Book Festival, are we going to go Cape Pro in March? That's not too far from us, is it? Tucson?
I don't know.
Arizona?
We're going to have
a storage unit we could get.
Well, anyway.
What? Okay.
I think we're going to have 27 Q&As by then. So I don't know.
He can't quit. I mean, he can't slow down. You know what I mean?
Exactly. We're like a drug deal.
Especially because
they're taking you in the wrong place.
Yeah, we're all wrong.
Yeah, they are.
Can't let us hang and be the wrong spot.
Okay, can you rule out of state? Did you do that one? Oh, the book signing. Yeah. So he said, you'll see at the end of this, he's saying he's stepping away again. Like 2 weeks ago, he said that. And then now he said that. And he'll be back. But he said maybe he'll rule stuff out and do things in the March. So it sounds like he's going to do some sort of signing if he gets into the book festival. So we all need to write the book festival people and tell them how we would come to their book festival. I don't know. And then they followed up with elevation as well, because he only narrowed it down to under 11,000 feet. But you guys are terrible. That you guys even knew that, and I had to look it up. You guys are.
K-Pro's so innocent, everybody. Okay.
I'm not innocent. I'm not stupid. I'm just not.
No.
I do have to say, before this hunt, I didn't even know what 420 was, and now I do. So don't laugh. Okay,
innocent
go ahead.
Doesn't mean stupid. Has anyone solved the double arc? No.
Oh, this one made some people quit last night.
Let me try that again. So everybody who thought you did and you sent him your solution, I don't know what to tell you other than maybe it's wrong. They're overemphasizing that portion of the poem. It is not justified. What does that mean? I mean, it's a line in the poem. I don't know. It's a weird one. Right?
I think what he's saying is, you know how everybody was focusing on Homo Brown, and Forrest is like, if you don't have the first clue, you have nothing. Like WWH is a really important clue. I think what he's saying by this is there is really important clues that maybe are critical. This one's not one of them. Guys, stop focusing on this.
All a lie.
That's
I
what
don't know what to think of it. Okay.
That's what I think. Okay.
We're not even halfway done. Any clues in the poem, you have to pay to get in. And he keeps said this from the beginning. Land designation, the laws are fluid.
Right.
At the time the treasure was hidden, he did not necessarily have to pay. And he said also at the time of the Netflix launch, you did not have to pay, right?
Well, no. Okay. I want to go through this a little bit. So somebody said this is another one that's a big controversy, and he could just resolve it quickly if he wanted to, I think, but he doesn't want to. So he kind of went back to, I'm going to punt it. I don't want to answer it. But land designations, the laws are fluid. And at the time the treasure was hidden, you did not necessarily have to pay. Then there was a follow-up, and they said necessarily. And he said definitely parts of the poem at the date of the Netflix launch that you did not have to pay. That a searcher did not have to pay. So
I agree, Godelkin. I agree with you that maybe it's not a physical clue to focus on. Maybe.
Oh, okay. And then the follow up to that was, well, what about people that say if you're a veteran or if you go once a year, you get in free, those sorts of things. And he said, I'm not going to clarify on that, maybe next year. So we don't know why. He answered some really interesting ones that I thought he wouldn't. And some of these that are so straightforward and would keep us on the rails. Like if you want to keep us on the rails, you know how many times this particular topic has been debated for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. We're off the rails when it comes to this one. And he doesn't want to clarify. Why? Maybe for good reason. I don't know.
Chasing Indy with the breaking news. Justin gave away how to solve the checkpoint when he mentioned landscape in the book.
Boom. See? People got a lot from last night.
I don't know how that. Well, you got to explain how that is, Candy, one of these days. Okay, that's interesting.
Okay. These are red. Let's focus, Mike.
All right.
Is time of day important for the checkpoint to be found? He punted that one, but I just thought, again,
punted because football's on, obviously. So, yeah,
okay.
He's not going to answer.
I capitalized Ursa East. Okay. The next one, he was asked whether anagrams or use of capitalization is important. He punted it, but said the capitalization is as intended.
Okay.
Yeah,
we know it's not supposed to be capitalized.
Good deal.
Which is important by itself. The Angzar symbol is similar to the logo. See, I thought it was the same. He modified it a little bit.
Yeah. So an Axar is 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. His logo is a snake.
Oh, so he chose to modify it and intentionally did so. Okay.
So what does that mean? I don't know.
So what the hell are the clues in Netflix? They're so obvious. He said, yeah, most people have it. It's been discussed. I don't have it. What is it?
No, I think so. Here's the problem.
Yeah.
After the Dylan event, there was probably 10 different ideas thrown out. And 2 of them are right. We just don't know which ones. So, but he's like, oh yeah, they've been discussed. They're on the socials now.
Is it the red car on Carl's desk? We'll never know. All right.
Well, Cool Ma got one. Just wait.
What?
Just wait. It's in the PowerPoint.
But does she have
$1 million?
Not yet.
That's right. Not yet. Okay. First stanza is important. Yes. Don't discount any part of the poem. Isn't that what Forrest said too?
Hey, we're doing Forrest all over again, just more quickly. We're not waiting years for, I think our next 3-hour Q&A or midnight Discord, my over under is like 12 days. Okay.
One chapter in the book gives you the methodology to find the checkpoint. It will take you to the checkpoint. Use launching point to solve for X. Oh, we got to do algebra now? All right.
Carry the 4 divided by 2. Okay. Keep going, Mike, or we'll be here.
That's true. I still have to eat dinner. How far is return her face from the place? No money shot jokes, please. Not as far as many people might think. So what does that mean, K-Pro? Not as far as many people might think.
I think he's talked to a couple of people and he's getting a general consensus in his mind that we don't have. Does that mean 30 feet, 6 miles? He obviously has a number in mind based on his interactions with a very small proportion of the population. And I don't know what that could be because I'm not there with him.
All right.
Okay, this one's huge. This one, huge.
Do the clock times mean something from Netflix? Well, we all know they do. But he says, clearly the clocks are prominent. The times do have meaning. Oh, that's true. He said the times. He didn't say the clocks. That's verbatim, right? He said the times do have meaning, and nobody has figured them out yet, which means the rainbow cipher is wrong, apparently, because he watches our show, right?
I don't know. I think he's everywhere all the time reading everything. I absolutely think.
Wait a minute.
For you. Everyone's wrong.
The clock times are in the book. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, is that true?
Wow, that would be. You mean just the numbers, or are they actual times in the book? That would be interesting. Rose refracted.
Yeah, Honolulu. Justin, we know what times. We know you're watching. Yeah, I don't know.
That's cool. I just see until you typed it out like that. I didn't realize he said the times have meaning. He's not talking about the clocks, the times. So now we have to write all the times down again. I know people have done it, but it's like people miss some, and then one you don't know what time.
And then there's debates and all that. I'm so glad he put a clue of something that means so much that we are debating even what minute it is. That's kind of hot. Where it's not exact. You've got to kind of
But that was a kooky answer. All right, 3 items.
This one's huge. This one's huge.
3 items. 3 items. Community is in controversy. Okay. Yeah. So this is
okay. Hold on. Let me preface this. This was Cool Ma's, and Cool Ma is cool. So let's discuss this. And she was one of the 10 last night, and I got some clarity. She gave me a picture. It's great. So she says there's 3 items, Justin, that in Netflix we haven't figured out what they are. One, is that urn a humidor? Is it a humidor or an urn? The shells and rocks. I put it in the order that she asked. The shells and rocks. Are there bones in there? Is there shells, rattlesnake, sand, etc.? And then this bamboo thing. So let's go with what we don't need to worry about. When he was asked urn or humidor, he's like humidor. Shells and rocks, he's like the only thing you need to focus on is the shells. There should only be shells in there. The bamboo thing. His answer was, I haven't specified.
That looks like a nightstick to me. If he was a ranger, did they carry like nightsticks, like the old school wooden ones? This looks like the handle, and it looks like a nightstick to me, or some kind of a weapon, 2-handed weapon, maybe. I don't know.
So
but what is this thing? What is this here with the paper? Do we know?
You need to. We're not focusing on anything but the Q&A.
That looks like a telegraph. It looks like an old school telegraph.
Focus.
Anyway,
focus. So I asked Kulma. So this is where it kind of helps to be able to phone a friend. So I didn't phone. Actually, I need to give her my number for a different reason. But I DM'd her, and then we went into chat. This is from the Grandfather Fitzwater book, she thinks, and it's about when he hurt his leg, and then that is like a portable crutch or stick, so he could actually walk around. And it's all about, and the word limp is in that chapter. That's what I'm hearing.
Or could they be like poles for hiking? Like one of these, like to help him walk. Yeah, to help him walk.
Okay, Kuma, he doesn't like your idea.
All right. Yeah, Raspberry Pi. I get it. I always forget what that's called. Okay. Map on the website or the book better to use? What do you say, Kipper?
He said website, and it's only because the higher res, it's higher res. And I don't know if I put it in here. It has to be in here. But I thought it was right here. They asked your call outs, like why did you make particular call outs, like Lukesville? And he said, anywhere that I talked in the poem about something, I tried to put on the map. Okay.
Cross a river or creek. He won't specify.
All right, then keep your secrets.
Which we know he won't. Why don't I just say no? Kind of like the Forrest Fenn thing. If we have to go in water, I can't answer it. So maybe we do.
So that means if we go by Forrest Fenn and he's kind of a replica of it, it's because you have to. And then you have people that die in water, and that's a real challenge. So, yeah.
Can you solve from home? So it's talking about the vacation days thing. Areas you will be boots on the ground. You cannot solve the entire thing from home, but a significant portion from home can be solved. Wonder how many clues that is that you can solve.
But he said areas with an S. So you are going to more than one. You're going to be solving at least 2 of the clues, in my opinion.
Has the cipher been solved? No, that he knows of. The tech clue, still the only one person. Is it you? Was it Guga from Brazil? He's in here. The tech clue, still only one, and the person that solved it is not from the U.S.
He said he.
There you go. Well, I guess we'll never know.
Wait, there's more.
Sharing is caring.
And he covered his tracks by going back to social media that he had posted it and deleted it.
So I wonder if Justin confirmed to him that he was right. And then that's when he went back and deleted everything.
He said it's so obvious when you know. I just think it's, yeah. Froggy's here. Yeah. So, and somebody did post what they thought was the tech clue, and Justin kind of confirming to them. I've been going back and forth with them. I think Justin's actually confirmed the other way. So it's already been shared. So we'll see. Okay. This was an important one. He used the words searchers have solved the first 2 clues, and people have been within 200 feet. And someone said, can you just clarify? Because Some people are still thinking Justin's just oops-a-daisy and doesn't actually like think things through. I think he wants you to think that, but I think he's very calculated. He's very tricky with his words. I don't know if he's trying to trick us, but he doesn't correct us when we assume wrong, kind of like the treasure is at. So I think he's actually causing more chaos here than not. But I think that's what he wants. He wants, this is part of the puzzle. This is part of the game. This is part of, like, some puzzles, like Beacon Star, they drop it, go, maybe give a hint, but the hints are very clear. Then you have these where it's like you have to determine what he's saying. It's not a red herring, because he was questioned about, are you giving red herrings? I think he is purposely being a trickster, and that is part of his puzzle. He has made this a part of how to win his hunt.
Well, I think he wants the tech clue out because he's giving us hints. The person's not, it's a he. The person isn't a resident of the U.S. Yeah. So Hillary says it could have been that French person from Quebec. I don't remember. Was there somebody in Discord with a French accent? I don't remember.
Yeah, Rob, that's going to be another one that's going to rock the world in a second. Hold on. Okay, so is the 200 foot from the checkpoint the search? Can you clarify? Are those people searchers? He said, I have not specified. So right. I think it means no, but
I don't think the people that realized they solved the first two clues realized they did. I don't know, though. In other words, he hasn't confirmed it. So.
Everyone in the world thinks they've solved the first two clues. Anyway.
Right.
Okay, this one was pretty big. This one's pretty big. Are there additional books that were shown either in Netflix or in your book helpful to solve your hunt in the poem? He said yes.
Did he say help with the poem, or did you just say helpful, period? I don't know if he actually said help with the poem, but it's small.
No, I think it was help solve your hunt.
Yeah, okay. They would help with the solve. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. All right. Now, how many freaking, well, there were a lot of books in Netflix, but in his book, how many other books are referenced other than The Thrill of the Chase?
Oh, there's movies, there's books, there's.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Which books exactly? I personally think it's his grandfather's book that his wife was the editor of, but because there's literally the same picture in both books, but that's just me. Okay. Then he said, and he's going to bring this up 2 different times. When did this place have significance to you? As a kid, as a young adult, as like during the Forrest Fenn hunt, etc. And he said, quite some time. He wasn't going to answer, but he said, quite sometimes.
Quite sometimes. Metal detector helpful? Probably not. Difference in audiobook and clarify differences. He'll put something out in the coming days.
And he did say, I think he said might, because some people, I think because of the errors that were in the books, the unintentional errors, the typos and the, errors, I think some of the people, it's so confusing because I think he's put some errors on purpose, obviously, because that's what you do to build a hunt. And now he has things unintentional, and now you have the audiobook and the other book. You have so many different. You have so much happening. He said he might put something out in the coming days. Really,
it wasn't in reference to the books. No, 34 camo.
No, but that one's a big one. That one's coming up. That one's big. That was the most obvious one. Ridiculous in a good way because, well, let's get there. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, and he mentioned them as movies, not books. Okay. How much of an area will the poem lead you to? Not a football field, not even a traditional size kitchen. What's a traditional size kitchen? 10 by 10?
Okay. Well, so I had this debate with a searcher. He's in large mansions. And so I'm thinking it's him thinking more like when he grew up. So when you grew up, Mike, I think you and I probably grew up a little bit like him, like kind of a mid, like not what he's in now. His definition, that'd be a huge area. So I'm thinking it's at the most 15 by 15. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds about right. I mean, the question is, how can his poem, which you can solve without the book, how can that lead you to a 15 by 15 spot? Yeah, that's one possibility. But then how do we get the numbers from the damn poem? But anyway, that's for another show.
Well, here's the other thing. I think the reason you don't need a metal detector personally is because you're already solving it beforehand and you already have such confidence the game is over by the time you have the checkpoint that's why. Okay.
Okay. The Bride. Messy.
Wait, go back one.
Oh, what? Football field. Not even a traditional.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, we're getting there, Candy. We're getting there. Okay, go.
The Bride. Messy back and forth. You want to clarify? Yeah.
So during the Q&As, people started kind of shouting out so you couldn't even hear the back and forth. This was the live, unalive, and they're like, "What? Can you just clarify that whole thing?" And he said the most important part is it's not a living person that you're going to contact and harass at this point. And he's like, I know you guys wouldn't. I'm just saying in general, it's not somebody you can contact. He didn't say whether it was a person. He didn't say whether they used to be alive. All he said is it's not a living person that you could harass or interact with.
There you go.
Okay, this one's huge. This one single-handedly, and I know they'll be back just like Justin's going to be back doing Q&As. They have left the hunt. They are angry at this one because I think reality hit them smack in the face. I'm Neil Diamond.
I wish you weren't a liar.
The first actionable clue is in the second stanza. 2 clues have been solved. Are these actionable clues? I don't know if that's how he worded it, but he said
it wasn't worded like that. I worded it in my brain.
He said the first stanza, yes, has been solved, certainly, and half of the second stanza. So everybody else, you're wrong. I guess that's what that means. Everybody else is wrong.
Well, so wait, we got to digest this a little bit. That's exactly what it means. So the first half of the second stanza, which is the first actionable clue. So let's just say at the most, a majority of the second stanza.
So that means
not very far.
That's not much, people. So I don't know what to think on that.
Yeah, you haven't been boots on the ground 15 times where people are like, I'm at the final. I got the checkpoint. I'm picking it up right now. Oh, wait till Alien Guy. That's exactly what he said. And Justin said something pretty damn groundbreaking on that part. Yeah.
More from Candy's house.
Why don't you go tell your mom to shut up?
All right.
Ooh, look what Hooli put. Look what Hooli put. She's so
Hooli's
right.
in the house. Like a kitchen with raccoons.
Oh.
How do the raccoons tie into all this?
Well, you know the raccoon page where the 6 raccoons are
right, but I mean, how do the raccoons tie in? Because remember, you don't need the book. All you need is the poem. Poem doesn't mention raccoons. All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay. First stanza tells you how to find a checkpoint, and the second stanza gives you the actual trending right direction. Have you figured this out, Indy? Because I'm not sure how that would work. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I haven't figured it out.
But he said the checkpoint is at least halfway through the 10 clues. So do you have
at least halfway? Did he say that? Yeah, I think he did.
did.
So my question is, the Jibel, is that going to be updated for the?
Oh, I hope so.
Q&A? I hope so too.
Guys, Jibel, who kind of, I know a couple people own it, but we got to reach out. The Jibel has to be.
I emailed the person who put it together. They're probably like, what, I got to do everything? Why don't you do it? So anyway.
Yeah.
So
I did hear somebody was putting it together, and hopefully it can go in the Jibel. That would be great.
Here it is, K-Pro.
I'll smack you in the mouth. I'm Neil Diamond.
You brought it up.
Okay. So someone asked about the lead searcher, and he clarified. I do have to say in my notes, he said front runner. He did not say lead searcher. I said lead searcher because I'm used to Forrest Fenn, but he wanted to clarify that's way too small. I can't read it, so you're going to need to clarify.
All right, where are we at? Lead searcher?
Green box.
Lead searcher you just did. The green one? Oh, lead
Green
searcher.
box.
I thought you just said that one. No?
The
Don't
right
use
side
that
is way
term.
too small. Can you please, if you follow along and not get distracted, you don't have to worry about this.
So
Honey
he
boo-boo bear.
never used the term lead searcher. He's like, maybe
He
you
said
did.
he never used it. We don't have it in a recording. It's a random midnight Discord, so we don't know.
Yeah. But he said by definition they're making more progress than others. All right.
No, but read the whole thing. Based on their thought processes, not
Front
based
runners. Yeah, he said front runners is what was in his notes, right? And that means not a lead searcher, but there are some making more progress than others. So that's probably the people who solved the first stanza and the half of the second, right? They're the front runners. That would make sense.
Sure.
Because they're running to the location.
Yes.
All right. Kitchen sink, sinks canyon. All right. Okay. Poem, follow a walkthrough or general or hybrid? I don't think he answered that, did he?
He said that's a tricky question. Well,
Yeah.
why is it a tricky question? I think there's obviously some sort of, I don't know. Yeah. This one's big. This one's big. This one's big. This one's big. Okay, kids need to go away, honey.
Well, you can hear him?
No, I can hear you getting distracted.
Oh, I think they left. So this one, well, this is interesting, but what do we make of it? So the guy wanted to know, is it a 50 by 50 mile radius? Like all these clues, are they together in a contained area? How big? And he said, well, I can't really say. What did he say? It's a mystery in the puzzle. Is that what he said?
What is, just read it. Read the top line.
It says punt, mystery in the puzzle. I don't remember.
Yeah, he said he said, I need to punt that question because that's kind of the mystery of what you need to solve when you are doing this, when you're solving the poem. But then what did he say, Mike?
But then he said, but there are some good movies to watch. Indiana Jones, especially the original, and National Treasure. So what does that have to do with the radius of the... Yeah, why did he just randomly throw those in there, everybody?
Now, does part of you think he's, you know how kind of Forrest, well, let me ask you this. When Justin said, the one guy that asked him at an event, just like this was, about what's your favorite fishing spot, he said, I was messing with the dude. He wants to try to get a hint. I told him it was the hole. I was being snarky, is how he put it. Do you think this was a smart, snarky like response? Do you think he's being honest in his response?
Yeah, it seemed like an honest response. Like, you should watch those movies. But then it's like, so if we watch them, what are we looking for? Like, do those movies talk about radius at all? I don't think so.
Well, and then here's the other thing. Did he want to get this in somewhere in the 3 hours? And this, he tried, he didn't do it well in masking it? Or does it legitimately relate to 50 by 50? I don't know.
Well, we know the secret lies with Charlotte. We know that much. So maybe we'll rewatch them because we do have Disney and Hulu, by the way, now, Capra. Just so you know. Okay.
Darth Vader's sword, the original one. My podcast talked about it this morning. The
lightsaber.
The lightsaber. It is don't laugh at me.
Sword, everybody. Yeah, go ahead.
Whatever it's called. It is going for multi-millions and millions and millions of dollars. The original one from the movie.
From the movie? Yeah, I bet.
It's up for sale. It's up for auction.
Is it really?
Yeah, and you can't bid on it.
No, I'm not going to. 4 trips. Did he hike less than a mile? He doesn't want to narrow or clarify on this. Not dozens of miles, not long distances, and not intense. He's like, I had a broken leg. It wasn't intense. So it sounds like it's not a big, intense trip if you know where you're going.
Yeah, but originally the question was asked, how far do you have to go to get to the treasure? Like, how far do you have to go boots on the ground? And his answer was less than a mile. To now, what he's saying, figure out where the treasure's at. And now he's saying it's not dozens of miles. I think he slipped up before. I know he says it's not possible. Forrest slipped up. I never would. I think he slipped up. This is so counterintuitive. I think he should just come clean and say, yeah, I was on the spot. Here's some better wording. But him not wanting to answer something that he already answered, I don't know. It's muddy. I don't want to go dozens of miles. Do you want to go dozens of miles?
Only if I know there's a treasure at the end.
You go 30 miles.
I don't know where I'm going. I'll get lost. I'll be one of them guys.
Yeah.
What's common across all them movies? Treasure, I would say, huh? Probably treasure. What else is common among all those movies? Darth Vader casts a shadow in the movies. Darth Vader. Good going, John.
My truck is named Darth Vader.
Yeah, that's true. When you watch Indiana Jones, keep an eye out for the Star Wars Easter eggs. Are there any in National Treasure? Not that I remember, but there could have been. His sidekick in National Treasure, he had some wisecracks, if I remember right. If you've never watched them, you definitely need to. You need to watch them. Okay. The anagrams.
I put it in twice. Sorry.
Second jar. Okay, we already did that.
This was his follow-up. There was a follow-up that said, is the bombshell, because, we're still waiting on fun and answers 5 years, 6 years, 10 years later after the Forrest Fenn hunt. They're like, is that the Forrest Fenn connection? Are we finally getting epic answers? Maybe this is why the family would only give the affidavit and all that. And he's like, no. He's like, I might have mentioned Forrest in the letter, but it's me. This is mine. This is not about Forrest.
The letter probably just says,
that was just for you, baby.
That treasure's just for you, whoever finds it. So it's not about Jack, obviously.
The bombshell information is not about Forrest or Jack or any of that.
Rewatch and pay attention to Dad and Grandpa. Oh, a National Treasure?
Oh.
Well, he said the original Indiana Jones, and in the original, I don't think.
National Treasure is what I thought. When he says you need to stop because there's always a clue, and then there's another clue, and then there's another. Oh, maybe we need to use lemon juice, honey, on the book.
Yeah, lemon juice on the book. Okay, all right. What's the social media hidden in plain sight, obtuse, not super? I don't remember that.
Okay, so they asked, like, you put out some really interesting, just random social media posts. Are they related to like puzzle solving things like your hunt? And he used the word obtuse like 4 times. He used a few other words that a lot of people were confused about. He's like, no, they're more obtuse, or they're obtuse, and they're not very substantive. Well, that means they're kind of substantive. You know that one that you take, and I'm not going to say that word either because you guys will make fun of me. You guys are all suckers. You know, like when you do this, I don't want to say the word because everybody gets mad at me.
Gilded Edge.
You know, like when you do this.
Books. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that. He posted that on that one Merry Christmas. He posted that. So.
Well, you mean
Twitter.
that puzzle he did? It was kind of like that. Where you stretch it out. Yeah, kind of.
Right. So what this person is saying is like, those social media posts, are they like important to your hunt? And he's like, they're not super substantive. Well, are they kind of substantive? Like, are they a little? This is like being pregnant. It either is or isn't.
Okay.
Audio is choppy.
Yeah, we're gonna get it over with. First scene of Indiana Jones is Utah. Oh, that's true. It was Young Indy. That was the whole series.
Okay, wait a minute. Right. Mike needs a new computer. Stop it, Barry.
I think I need new RAM. Actually, I need a new RAM.
You know what? This happens every time. Okay, wait. Is audio back? There's no reason to do this if we don't have audio back. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2.
Come and enjoy a PowerPoint with me. Are we back? Wait.
Are you gonna leave and come back?
It's not. Is it me?
Well, I don't know. Go ahead and leave and come back.
So every week I go back and watch our shows. It is you that have frozen up and not me.
All right. So go out and come back in. You got to actually leave the whole thing and then use the link.
I hate you.
All right. Now we can play the soundboard, everybody.
Oh, my.
All right. What else?
See, the fact that you have to say they're not that bad means that they are that bad.
Well, I have a microphone and you don't.
So you will listen to every damn word I have to say!
All right. And she's back, everybody. All right, Kate, probably waiting.
I could hear it backstage.
No, you can't. All right. Yeah. All right, what else? 27. Is it important to the hunt?
It's hopping. It's a little staticky. It's both of you. See?
Try that. Is that any better?
I don't know.
I don't know. And not really going to try and fix it, to tell you the truth.
So we just keep talking where people can't understand us? That's the spirit?
Well, I can't end the stream. I mean, I can remove myself and come back in, but I don't know.
Are they like important to your hunt? And he's like,
how's it sound to you?
It's more staticky than choppy, right, guys?
Sounds okay to me when I replay it.
There's some... I see what they're saying. Okay, you guys can still kind of hear it. Mike, fix it. This has been going on like a month now. No video games. Oh my God, he left.
There you go. It's all fixed now. Okay, 27. Is it important to the hunt? Where did they get 27 from? It's not from the poem.
Our PowerPoint, honey, the Nevin number.
Oh, that's right. He said maybe. Him and his maybes. All right. Is that dial up? Maybe I will get the fiber. Okay. X-ray vision, no specialized equipment needed.
Yeah, and this isn't actually one of the people that asked this question was in there last night, and he asked it under X-ray vision, but it's something technology-wise, etc. It's actually a lot more interesting of a question and answer that I think Justin picked up than I realized. So there you have it. Oh, this one should be read. The website, this one should be read.
Yeah, so he said there's no extensions of the website. In other words, there's no hidden pages. So that is good to know because some people will think that every time.
Some people have put in thousands and thousands and like every day at the extension, and oh my gosh. Yeah.
4 trips, 1 day, or 12 hours. He will not say, as it gives away too much. All right.
Yeah, why would that give away too much? Maybe it's only 5 minutes. I don't know.
Is the location somewhere you went to hunt for the Forest Fen hunt? You won't clarify that, Capro.
But here's what he said. I don't want to clarify that. but it has had meaning. It's been meaningful to me for quite some time. I think he was inferring, and I don't speak Justinese, but I think he was inferring it was before Justin or before Forrest.
I wish you weren't a liar.
I was suggesting. If it's some time, I mean, what makes the most sense? Probably something that was close to him and Brandon, right? Somewhere they went, something they did together, which could have been hunting for Forrest Fence.
No, I think it's before. We'll see who's right.
Well, even when they were kids, maybe it was something they did when they were kids. But it just seems to me it would tie into his brother as well. Just a guess. But.
Oh, Max,
We are hard at work on the second one. We're glad you liked it, Max. I still need to make a video going over the solution.
Yeah, because of the butt. Yeah, see?
Yeah, I don't even have a coin right here. I still have just like 3 to get in the mail. One's going to France.
Let's focus, honey.
All right. Okay.
We're like 2 slides away.
Good. All right. Man-made structures versus buildings. Go ahead, Gabriel.
Okay. So basically, I think he knew he made a mistake, and that's why he's changed the website, which he has said he has a right to do. But the person asked, like, one of them was on there, and then he changed the website a couple hours later because he knew that he had messed up, which is fine. He's able to do that, but he didn't tell anybody he changed it. When you hit update, it just update. So anytime you see something change, it kind of stands out. So they're like, can you clarify structures versus buildings? He's like, yeah. Like a structure is railroad tracks. That's a structure. That's not a building. A building is something you go inside to. And he did change it on the website. When he makes mistakes, he's going to change it. He reserves the right to do that. But he said there's a scenario where one or more of the clues are man-made, but not a structure. I think it's actually not a building. I think it's none of them are buildings, but one could arguably be a structure. See, I made a mistake there, and I'm just saying it right out loud. I made a mistake. See, you can do that.
Because he reserves the right to change the website and change his mind, and whatever the latest thing is he says is correct. Right. Okay. 18-year-old. Oh, you have to be 18 to claim the treasure for legal reasons because you're going to get it gifted to you, right? That's
but not only that, it sounds like even telling a kid to go along, legally speaking, he said this is only for legal reasons.
Right.
I'm not encouraging kids to go out because why would you want to be with your family? He said, though, it's only for legal reasons. It's not in a dangerous spot, but for legal reasons, you know what? Leave the kids at home with the wife. Cook dinner.
Charlie Bucket got the chocolate factory. He wasn't 18. Okay, but I digress. Only one person has gotten the tech clue. Yes, as far as he knows, anyway. Time crunch. Why Netflix was delayed many times. Meghan Markle.
Yeah, little known fact. That happened. They thought they were releasing it. So he was actually in a time crunch, and he didn't know that it was going to get delayed again and again. So yeah.
Hint in the doc related to Treasure Trail.
That's right. Rose. Put up Rose's comment. That's what I did. I took one kid with me.
Yeah, that's true. It happens more than you think, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Not a building like something you can walk into, at least, right? Okay.
Only one.
The hint in the doc related to the Treasure Trail. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I was listening to that when someone came in and wanted to talk with me. And I don't know. So the Treasure Trail conversation, I have to go back and listen to a little bit more because I thought it was whatever the question was, but Mike kept talking and I can't mute. And it was live and I didn't hear the answer. I think it's important. Other people thought it was important. They didn't remember what it was. See, now we have something to go back to. Next slide. I think that's the one he's like, you're not asking the question.
And here's your Nevin guy, Nevin numbers, whatever the hell this means.
Yeah, so Smedley asked this, the Nevin guy, he asked something about Nevin, and all Justin would say is, all I have to say about that is he's mentioned several times. Well, another person, I messaged Smedley, and he's like, it's incorrect. He's like, factually what he said was wrong. He's like, do you think he misunderstood me? Or do you think he purposely said something wrong? I'm like, the hell we know. We don't know. That's the fun of having this type of hunt. We've got to figure that out. But if you want to ask additional questions, this is Smedley. He's always in one of the Discords having fun talking with people. Super smart guy. But he said what Justin said was wrong. I was like, oh, if he did, then that means something. I don't know.
David Nevin in the Pink Panther. Anybody? All right. Shape beginning to end the poem. What does that mean? Connection.
Yeah, does the
shape
path
beginning.
make a shape? And he kind of answered weird because he's like, well, if you go from where you're at home and you bring it all together, it's going to make a shape. So he kind of didn't answer. Okay. Yes, exactly, Rose. He seemed very intentional about exactly. He's just like, all I can say about that is he's mentioned several times. And it was like, oh.
Let me try this, Capro. Hang on.
No, we're fine. You're muted though, in case you don't know you're muted.
I restarted the soundboard. That's probably what it was. All right, see if that's better. Anybody? Okay. Netflix segment. Is it related to the treasure trail? Didn't we just have that? Treasure trail, Netflix.
I see a whole different slide than you. Do you see Nevin at the top?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're below that, aren't we?
You bring it back up.
Yeah, I thought we were down.
We're over the 1 hour, so thumbs up, guys. Okay, shape beginning, Netflix segment. Oh yeah, no, this was a follow-up, and I didn't understand it either. The whole treasure trail. I think there's something there. I got to go back to it. I think it should be read, but I don't know. So
Indian tribes. You said Hopewell. Even that one, I was like Hopewell. He meant Hopi or Hoppy, however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
The
so,
Easter Bunny, Indian
but
tribe.
did he make a mistake unintentionally, and it's just a mistake, or did he intentionally say Hopewell?
It's just like Hooley and Hurley. I think is a mistake.
Yeah, and but much like we can participate in the Canada, and we don't care what you say, Mike.
I didn't know Hopewell was an actual tribe. I didn't realize that. Well, then who knows?
Went over all the. Are they?
I don't know. All I know is the Paiute here in Nevada.
My kids are registered Cherokee.
Oh, okay. That's news for you. All right.
Okay. The Beatles, the band. Yeah, you're the one that told. That's not Hopewell. It's Hoppy or Hopi.
I missed this. I missed the end of the interview, so this is new to me. Somebody asked him about the Beatles, and he said he's not willing to say, but interesting question.
Yes.
Okay. Sundial utilized. He will not say.
Yeah, the person went over kind of their solve, and he said he wouldn't say if the sundial is related or not.
Does he read everything that's sent to him? He says he reeds everything. So
everything.
Facebook Messenger, Instagram, email, STEM.
Yes.
So if you're like, I sent it to him, but maybe you didn't read it. No, he read it. I don't know what to make of that, but
yeah.
Secondary websites. Anything linked to my website may have importance. The Saddleback link, nothing on their website that's a clue. But anything linked to my website may have importance. So I'm trying to think what is linked to his website.
Well, we're going to talk about that in a second because we're linked to his website. And guys, or I think we are, that doesn't mean a searcher knows anything. And we've been having some issues. We'll talk about that in a minute. But okay. But yeah, the Saddleback bag, he's saying no. I mean, there might be links to the website. I don't know. Okay.
Return to previous trust on the ground while boots on the ground.
I thought he said this is a fun question. He said, if you knew the entire solution, like 100%, no, you wouldn't have to go kind of back, return her face. But if you go through the natural progression of the treasure hunt and solving, probably yes. So here's what I think that means. Let's say you're moving along and you get to return her face. You think you're going to have to turn around and go and look at that rock. You're going to look at that rock for a second, and you're just returning her face and looking at it. You're actually going to keep going. But you probably the first time turned and thought that meant something. Right. That's my, yeah.
All right. And last but not least, everybody, the last slide.
Yeah. Okay, so there was a guy. He's like, I have it solved. I'm done. Like, it's solved. Justin said something like, well, then just go get it. And he said, how do you know I have it? And he's like, I will know when it has been found. That's what he said. And then the guy's like, okay, A169WH. But he went on for a while. And it rocked. I mean, it was interesting. And it got cut off in good timing. And there you go.
So Justin said he will know when it's been found?
That's what he said. Because the guy's like, how do you know I didn't? He's like, oh, I will know when it's been found. And then he went into his.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, from Cowlazars know where the treasure is. Well, we don't know exactly where it is, but
okay, let's be clear and not joke about this one. There are some searchers that believe that part of solving the poem is actually to contact Mike or I, and they give us a keyword or whatever. No, not in any way. And Justin clarified it there. I don't believe any searcher is involved. He's been very clear. He knows, and only him. And I don't think it's contacting us in any way.
Yeah, we're not involved like that. You don't contact us for anything. Yeah.
And then when the people say, well, I just haven't given you the right keyword, I'll email you again. No, Justin has clarified. No.
You have a brain like a chicken.
That's not right. That's wrong. Don't put that. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
so
Emma's in the chat. Yes. The moderating had to be a challenge. Yeah. And it was so funny because Tyler's like, we know you guys want to thank him and tell your story. Let's just get right to it. And then the next person came in and was like, just wanted to thank you. They did such a good job, though. Just getting through so much.
K-Pro and Cal couldn't find the silver Z. How are we gonna? Yeah, that's true, Barry. A little zinger there at you, K-Pro. A little zinger. Watch out for that zinger. That's funny, Barry. Though. Thanks for the memory. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, Emma did do a good job. Yeah, I know. Tyler was like, "Nope, you get one question."
But it was a good combination because I think Tyler kind of was, good cop, bad cop. He was doing the okay, let's keep to the rules, and Emma was just super sweet and keeping it going. But it was kind of that nice combination that kept it going.
Goodalkin with a good thought. Return her face, in my opinion, means to follow what once was, like back in history. That's interesting. So it's not direction where she's looking in reverse. It's something that happened in the past. Yeah, that's interesting, Goodalkin. It's a good point. Possibly.
Here you saw that. Okay, so Tyler asked, should we do another one of these? He's never seen any.
Let's do one. Oh.
And Justin's like, well, I have a lot going on, maybe in the future, maybe in Tucson. Justin, over under 12 days. There's no way, guys. This is what he has. He's getting something out of it, and we're getting something out of it. So it was fun. It just was a lot. It's a lot to process. So anyway, I don't think the last time we'll hear from him. He said this literally 2 weeks ago in the Midnight Discord, and now within 2 weeks, he's now saying, okay, this time really, guys, we don't blame you. The community's fun.
All right. Okay. He has a lot going on, right? Maybe the Tucson Book Festival, which is in March. And that's it, everybody. Hey, we did it. So there were some good questions. I know we don't like some of the answers, but I'd rather at least hear him answer. He brought up the movies and he brought us some random things. So there you go.
There'll be hours and hours of rabbit holes, going off the rails, but that's what we do. So.
And there we go.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody has solved past the second line of the first stanza or somewhere.
I still have a chance to get caught up to everybody. Yeah. But I wonder if those people know who they are. I guess he's probably not going to confirm it to anybody.
I think the first stanza is going to be presented in the next couple of days on this channel.
Yeah. There it is. Goonies never stay dying. Because of your PowerPoint. Yeah, I got you. We'll have to talk about that for sure. Great recap. Florida girl says, I think it's Florida FLA girl. Anyway, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's Friday night. If you're going out for the weekend, stay safe. And that's about it. Chad Bird will be on the show Monday. Make sure you come back and check that out. He says he got some breaking news.
What someone told me? Somebody told me that Justin was so worried about Chad Bird sharing his solve that he scheduled his event. If Justin schedules his next Q&A on Monday night, we're going to know there's something to it.
That means Chad Bird's coming on no matter what. We need to get this info out. And the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park has at least 2 brand new treasure hunts that nobody has ever talked about, maybe 3. You sent me a third one, but I didn't get a chance.
What is happening?
There's 2 that nobody has talked about yet. So yeah, there's
100,000. I mean, it is amazing.
Well, no.
The one I'm talking about is 200,000. So.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes. Okay.
word.
I'm talking. Yeah, right. Yeah, there's one 200. Another one's 10K. So yeah, there's a lot going on. You know, you can't find JCBs or Justin's. We're going.
There were several controversial questions, and some people thought they were interesting. No, we're not going there.
Do what now?
Nothing. Somebody quoted something with the.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so,
all right. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good weekend. We'll see you Monday with Mr. Chad Bird, and we'll talk about these new treasure hunts next week sometime. And K Pro's monster PowerPoint that she thinks is the actual methodology for how to solve Beyond the Map's Edge. I'll talk her out of it, or maybe I'll agree with her. We'll see.
Is cracked. I think this person cracked the first stanza.
All right, we'll see. So that'll be next week sometime. Or are we just going to do it tomorrow?
Okay, so here's something that's happening tonight, guys, because our life has been crazy this week. I didn't get a full date night. We're going to date night right now. I have a new planner, and it's in the planner, and we're going to discuss it and all of that.
Okay, there it is, everybody. So that means we will go live next week. And
Emma's going for the pistols.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. I hope you find it, Emma. That'd be awesome. Oh,
that's awesome.
For the weekend.
Okay.
All right, thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. Make sure you subscribe and thumbs up and hit the bell. Thanks for the super chats, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye.